In our existence, the human mind stands out as something complex, full of winding paths and unexplored horizons. In the midst of this network of neurons and emotions, invisible barriers are built, like curtains that obscure our vision, preventing us from witnessing the greatness of reality in all its richness. What we perceive around us is just the tip of the iceberg, a small portion of the vast ocean of experiences that life offers. But how do you understand reality when your vision is obscured by these invisible barriers? How do you face the challenge of unraveling the mysteries of being when the complexity of your own mind sometimes seems insurmountable? In this enigma of thought, we realize that what we see and touch is only a fraction of what truly constitutes our existence. The difficulty of seeing beyond these invisible barriers has a profound impact on our perception of reality. It's as if we were in a dark room with only a sliver of light illuminating our field of vision. As a result, our interpretation of the world around us becomes limited, reduced to mere shadows of its totality. The mind sometimes plays tricks on us, leading us to believe in illusions that shape our choices and influence our trajectories. This limited understanding of reality directly affects the way we relate to the world and to each other. Misunderstandings, conflicts, and challenges arise because we interpret reality through a distorted perception. But anyway, what makes up the essence of reality? Is it only what our eyes see and our hands touch? Faced with these questions, a special perspective emerges, a look that goes beyond what our eyes can perceive, something that some call spiritual perception. But don't worry, we're not talking about complex concepts or elaborate rituals. It's more like adjusting the tuning on a radio to pick up a clearer station. It's about tuning in to something greater, something that transcends the limitations of the tangible. Spiritual perception is like an internal compass that guides us beyond appearances. It's the realization that we are more than our bodies, that our existence extends beyond the boundaries of what is tangible. So today, I invite each of you to embark on a journey to transcend these perceived limitations, to seek to understand not only what is in front of us, but also what lies deep within us. After all, have you ever wondered how to see the invisible? I believe that it is in this understanding that we find the keys to unlocking the true nature of reality. On this journey, we come up against the duality that permeates our way of seeing the world. As I said earlier, the mind creates invisible barriers, like curtains that obscure our vision. In this way, it's as if we were equipped with two lenses, one shaped by worldly vision and the other tinted by the broader colors of spiritual vision. Although these perspectives coexist, they offer different nuances to our understanding of reality. The worldly perspective, anchored in day-to-day demands and immediate urgencies, focuses on tangible events taking place in the present. It's a valuable view for dealing with everyday adversity, but it's limited to the tangible, to what we can touch and feel in the present moment. Spiritual vision, on the other hand, broadens our horizons. It's as if, by closing our eyes to the outside world, we can open a window onto the wider dimensions of existence, transcending temporal and physical limitations. Meditation is an essential tool in this search for understanding. By entering the silent space of meditation, we can transcend the worldly view and embrace the spiritual perspective. Spiritual understanding, rooted in the perception of our essence beyond the physical, becomes a lens that unlocks the mysteries of time and space. Meditation is like taking a journey into ourselves. By closing our eyes and silencing our mind, we begin to uncover deep layers of our essence. It is in this inner space that we find not just superficial thoughts, but the true source of who we are. With our heightened perception in meditation, we can touch a broader reality. It's as if the limits of our conventional understanding expand. It's a practice that helps us understand more about our existence. This is not limited to mere relaxation. It is a journey that reveals often forgotten or neglected aspects of our own history. In the stillness of meditation, we are confronted with a wisdom that transcends the intellect. It is a silent understanding, an awareness that manifests when the mind becomes still. Instead of words, a deeper understanding emerges that is communicated through serenity and intuition. But I would like you to understand that it is not a question of choosing between the worldly and the spiritual perspective, but of understanding that both coexist. The spiritual perspective, by broadening our perception, provides a more holistic understanding of time and space. We understand that time, far from being a linear succession of events, takes on deeper dimensions. In the spiritual vision, we understand that the past, present, and future are not isolated compartments, but parts of a cosmic narrative that unfolds as we grow in understanding. And when we transcend perceived limitations, we open up space for a richer understanding of existence, a journey that invites us to feel the deep emotions of belonging to something greater that the worldly view often makes us forget. We are often carried away by the hustle and bustle of everyday life and consequently act impulsively, simply because we confuse impulsive desires with genuine ones. Impulsive desires can be like unstable tides, taking us in uncertain directions. On the other hand, genuine desires, anchored in the depths, are lighthouses that guide us through the storms of life. Our genuine desires are those that originate in the depths of the soul, which truly guide us with purpose and meaning. They are like persistent currents that consistently shape our journey. That's why it's important to understand the nature of each desire. Some are important and long-lasting, while others are just momentary things. The deepest desires are those that really matter to you, that come from within and truly guide your actions. This journey requires a deeper connection between our desires and pure intentions. It's not just about identifying what we want, but about aligning these desires with our inner light, which is always based on pure intentions. Desires connected to pure intentions are not just about you, but about doing something good for everyone. It's like having a plan that doesn't just help you, but makes the world around you better. This is also what makes our lives more meaningful. In a world often dominated by the five senses, there is a vast territory beyond what our eyes see and our hands touch. On this journey of discovery, there are practices that guide us towards a broader and deeper perception. Visualization, for example, is a simple but powerful exercise. The more we improve this practice, we perceive not only the image, but the sensation and even the sounds of the environment we imagine. This expansion of visualization transcends the limitation of the physical senses, offering a glimpse into the vast spectrum of our perception. And when we talk about visualization, we immediately think of a very powerful tool, imagination, capable of shaping the way we perceive and experience the reality around us. We could say that it acts as an agent of transformation. Imagination is like the seed of all achievements. When nurtured by a belief, this seed grows into a tree, whose fruits are the events in our lives. The belief in possibility is what allows the imagination to flourish and, in turn, influence the perception of reality. Imagination is not limited to our desires. It also finds beauty in everyday life. Simply because we can reimagine the ordinary, we open our eyes to the beauty that exists even in the little things. And when we talk about visualization and imagination, there is a simple but decisive factor for the success of these practices: concentration. Concentration is like the flame of a candle which, when focused, illuminates previously dark areas. The more we strengthen our concentration, the more we sharpen our minds and, consequently, our perception. Concentration sharpens the mind, allowing us to direct our thoughts precisely. Meanwhile, visualization is what brings our mind to life, portraying what we want to achieve. So try to strengthen your concentration. Take a moment to close your eyes and concentrate on how your body feels the environment around you. Feel the nuances of energy, warmth, or coldness. In a quiet environment, listen not only to the obvious sounds, but also to those that hide in the silence. The key to these practices lies in consistency. It's like a muscle that, when exercised regularly, becomes stronger. The more we perform these practices in our daily routine, we gradually sharpen our perception, expanding our inner horizons. Perception is a moldable skill, ready to be improved. With each practice, we not only glimpse a new way of perceiving, but we also open our hearts to the emotions that spring from this awakening. These tools play a harmonious role in the harmony between what we think and what we do, thus shaping our reality. Every idea, every vision is a brick in the construction of our reality. When our thoughts are aligned with our deepest aspirations, we are able to guide our actions towards our goals. It's a delicate balance between mind and action where every step is influenced by thoughts. Our actions, in turn, feed back into our thoughts. It's a constant cycle between what we think and what we do. The quality of these actions determines the shape of our life experiences. By understanding this cycle, we realize that shaping our thoughts is the first step towards creating a reality in line with our deepest desires. Keeping positive thoughts aligned with our desires is not just a mental exercise, but a conscious choice to direct our hearts in the right direction. For in an often challenging world, cultivating positive thoughts becomes the compass that guides us through the storms. This choice is like recognizing the light, even in the shadows, and allowing that light to illuminate our path. Each conscious step is a step towards the manifestation of our dreams, revealing the intrinsic power that lies in choosing to align our thoughts and actions. In this process, faith is the invisible link that connects all the pieces. Believing in the possibility of fulfillment is giving wings to the imagination, allowing it to reach heights previously unexplored. Faith is not just believing in what we don't yet see. It is the conviction that nourishes our thoughts, inspiring actions aligned with our desires. Throughout this journey, emotions play a crucial role. They carry the energy behind thoughts and actions. When our thoughts are aligned with positive emotions and we sincerely believe in the fulfillment of our desires, the seeds planted in our imagination blossom, manifesting intangible experience. Imagination is where we start, visualization is how we shape, concentration is the detail, and faith is like the glue that holds everything together. When used together, these tools work to transform our thoughts into actions and, ultimately, into concrete achievements. The simplicity of all the practices we've discussed reveals an extraordinary power that we all possess. Persistence is the key that turns our journey into one of transformation. Changing thought patterns is not a one-day journey, but a journey of continuous discovery. It is through persistence that we overcome challenges and keep moving towards our desired vision. For it is in the clarity of our thoughts, in the purity of our faith, that we find the strength to shape our destiny. As I said at the beginning of the video, our worldly perception often limits our understanding of the vast spiritual spectrum that surrounds us. The practices discussed here today are like a bridge between these two worlds, heightening our perception beyond the obvious. They are like pieces of a larger puzzle, connecting the mundane with the spiritual, so that we have a deeper understanding of reality. It is through these practices that our spiritual perception expands, allowing us to pick up on previously unnoticed nuances. The barriers between the physical and the spiritual begin to fade, revealing a richer and more complex reality. And this helps us in many ways on our journey through life. For example, we begin to interpret life's events not just for what they appear to be, but for the deeper meaning they carry. So, allow yourself to see beyond appearances. Cultivate inner clarity to glimpse the beauty hidden in the details and tune into the spiritual vastness that permeates every moment. The true magic of life is in the ability to transcend everyday vision and embrace spiritual perception, where the ordinary becomes extraordinary. Thank you for embarking on this journey with me. If this video resonated with you, I invite you to like and subscribe to our channel. Share this video with others so they can benefit from this message. And don't forget to leave a comment below sharing your thoughts, reflections, and experiences. Thanks again for watching and for joining me. Take care and see you soon.